Like I said, I'm back with True Astonishments, the DVD set, the 9-disc beauty. We're back with disc number 8. Disc number 8. We've gone through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. On to 8. The set, the disc. This would be disc 8. And again, we've got 4 effects to review. Belly Button by Paul Harris. Son of Stunner by Paul Harris. Muscle Bend by Paul Harris. And Unstable Label by Andrew Gerard. We'll start at the very beginning, as usual, with Belly Button. Belly Button is a penetration effect using a one of those like campaign-style buttons, the ones you pin onto your shirt, and the spectator's shirt. So essentially, you pin the button to their shirt, and impossibly it melts through their shirt onto the other side, despite the fact that it's pinned down. This is a great little idea. Very clever. The set comes with some gimmicks for it. However, my set did not come with the gimmicks, so I don't get to try it. From what I can see, it's a nice effect that could play well, but you really have to be well acquainted with your spectators to pull this off well. Because, I mean, you're in their personal space. You have to like reach up their shirt and pin the button and all these things. So definitely approve this with, like, make sure your spectator approves of this, of course. So it's a risky effect in that regard, but the method's very simple, clever idea. So I gave Belly Button a 7 out of 10. Son of Stunner is next, by Paul Harris. You may remember Color Stunner from the Art of Astonishment books, a brilliant color-changing deck effect. And Son of Stunner offers a little bit of new stuff, including a prediction, a few new things, including a prediction into the handling. The method is essentially the same thing, however some presentational bits have been added and have made the whole procedure a bit more logical and less, I guess, redundant. So it's very clever. I particularly like the display. It's a sort of a triumph-ish effect in the middle too, so I particularly like the display of the face-up and face-down cards going through each and every one. It's very clever. So Son of Stunner is a good effect, and if you like the original Color Stunner, this may be right up your alley. So Son of Stunner, 8 out of 10. Muscle Bend by Paul Harris. This is a fairly standard method of a coin bend. So essentially a coin is borrowed, and of course it's bent in either your hand or the spectator's. However, the really cool addition that he's made here is that the bend doesn't happen in the hand, it happens right here, in the elbow crotch, for lack of a better word. Now, this can be done in your elbow crotch, or the spectator's elbow crotch, it doesn't matter. It's a great addition to it. However, I've noticed whenever I perform it, you really have to play it up as though it is something abnormal. My presentation for a while was just, you know, like, I would just say, here, hold out your arm, we're going to test your strength. Sometimes if you're able to concentrate hard enough, you have strength that you might not even know you have, blah, 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 blah. And spectators might think this is a little too real. And when they try it again later, it just seems a little bit... So make sure the spectators know this is a really, like, abnormal thing happening, almost magical, because if you just play it up as if there was a feat of strength, they may think they can duplicate it, and when they can't, they may suspect something's up. So, and also, I quite like, in fact, I love, the method for actually bending the coin. Of course, this uses the old method of a pre-bent coin, but the way to pre-bend the coin is brilliant. The days of using a vise or 2 pairs of, like, pliers, those are over. This method requires absolutely no strength or physical exertion to bend the coin, and it's something that everybody has right now. In fact, you're probably sitting near one as we speak. So the method is very cool. Great addition to the classic coin bend effect. I give it an 8 out of 10. A lot of you will use this. It's a great success. Next up, Unstable Label by Andrew Gerard. If you're familiar with the effect Labeled by Ben Williams, this is sort of a similar effect. Essentially, the label on a bottle penetrates through the bottle onto the other side, where it's adhered to the inside of the bottle, which is a really crazy, impossible object. Andrew Gerard's version is a little bit smaller. Like if you have a bottle of S. Pellegrino or Perrier, the little circular label on top of the bottle, that would be the sort of what's pushed through. It's very crazy effect, and if you can believe it, almost impromptu. There's a small setup, but it doesn't require any gimmicks or gaffs, and you can set it up on the fly. Well, with a maybe 2 to 3 minutes set aside to just get it all set. But this could be a really strong effect. Nobody's going to use this all the time, but if you have a bottle set to go and you want to make a strong impression on someone, just unstable label is a great way to do it. And Andrew Gerard, as usual, has provided a lot of great psychological and presentational subtleties, thank you, into the effect to make it stronger and as magical as possible. So, kudos to him for that, and kudos to him for this effect. It's great. 8 out of 10. So far, this is one of my favorite discs. Belly Button, I gave a 7 out of 10. Son of Starner got an 8 out of 10. Muscle Bend got an 8 out of 10. And Unstable Label also got an 8 out of 10. A lot of 8s. This may be one of the best discs of the set. So, that would be my review of disc number 8. There's only one disc left to go. I almost get teary-eyed thinking about it. But, yeah, the next disc is all about the True Astonishments pen, which is a cool gaff they've included, but we'll get into that into the next review. Disc 9. See you soon.